I'm just going to say a couple things. It's so exciting to see Mr. Tom Bowman here tonight because those two were, it was one of the very first coffee parties when I joined Javita. And it was those two that talked to me about Javita. And we didn't have anything back then. We didn't have all this nice stuff and all the tools, and certainly not a training center or any of the things that you're seeing now. This was 4 years ago. And when I joined, the night I joined, my husband had passed away, and I'd been through a fire, and I'd been through holy hell, quite frankly. And so I'm invited to a coffee party in a home, as I said, one of the very first parties, and Tom was there and Bill was there. And it was real small, you know, it was just the beginning of Javita. And at the very end, I started crying, and they're like, Bill's like, what did I say? What did I say? What was wrong? And I told them my story, you know, that my husband just passed away, and that I had to start my life over. I didn't even know what I was going to do, you know. And I had this little $500 a week job that I hated. And so basically, I rolled the dice, and I looked at Bill and I said, I get this. I don't drink coffee, but I know 90% of the people do. I know how to sell, you know, I know how to share, more importantly, share. It's just coffee. And I was like, I can do this. I believe I can do this. And I remember Bill saying that night, you know, if you have that much belief, you know, I will walk hand in hand with you. And certainly he has over the last 4 years. But I basically, as I said, rolled the dice. I went and got an AMSCOT loan. I didn't even know what AMSCOT was, but I knew other people knew what AMSCOT was. They seemed to find the money, you know. So basically I went and got a loan, and that's how I joined Javita, and that was 4 years ago. So I'm very thankful. I'm also a cancer survivor. I had breast cancer following all this, and so I've been 1 year out of cancer. And the reason I bring that up is two things. One, Javita allowed me to focus on my health and to do radiation and chemo and all the stuff I had to do, you know, for a year. So I had a residual income because of Javita. It was a family business. My son joined me, and he basically took the, you know, the front of the business and ran with it so I could do medical things. So I would encourage any of you, you know, there's so many different whys that you might have for joining Javita, but it can fulfill all of those. It can fulfill anything that you're trying to do, any of your dreams that you're trying to do on the residual side. So, and then last but not least, flex, as Stephanie was bringing up. Having been through cancer, you get a lot of joint pain with cancer. You get a lot of neuropathy. You get all kinds of stuff. So, needless to say, flex has been really, really good for me. So I drink that twice a day, and I really can't thank Javita enough for bringing out flex. And again, thank you, and turn it over to Deborah.